You don't have to do it alone. This is your time to collaborate, build, and win. Let me talk to the person who's been grinding and trying to figure it out all in silence, thinking that digital marketing isn't it. And you've been showing up day after day, trying to build your brand, serving people, making your mark. You know you have a great product and service, but being honest, you're tired. You're not seeing the results you're looking for, juggling everything, the tech, the content, the vision, the bills, and nobody's seeing you, nobody's helping you, nobody's coming to save you. But what if I told you there's a better way and you are not alone? And there's a platform that a billionaire created to be able to have not have competition, but for the collaboration, to work together, to build. And that's why I started the live virtual conversations with Adriane May's OfferLab edition, because I've been there. I've been solo. I've been trying to figure out, I see the big vision, but just needed some support. I asked God to give me the direction I needed, but building a community and knowing that it can happen in a marketplace. So a collaborative marketplace where visionaries, nonprofits, entrepreneurs, content creators, they can build something in community in freedom. Tonight, we have a special OfferLab guest, Renee Jackson. She's a beast. She was leading a 32-person call center, to losing it all during the pandemic, and to rising up and building ambitious endeavors. And so she found funnels, right? We were just talking backstage a little bit about her journey with ClickFunnels, and she raised her hand in affiliate training, knowing that when she spoke to a whole room, they listened, knowing that when she listens and helping people, that's her story. And this is to being able to help others. So she's candid and honest about how she's going to go through OfferLab and help other people, how to turn pain into actual platform. And we're going to talk a little bit about what she went through before she found OfferLab. And we're also going to talk about the number one mindset shift that any entrepreneur, if you have a product or not have a product, to be able to kill and make it without being able to be alone. So this is the actual opportunity and conversation for you. If you're looking to build that billionaire brand, if you just needed a little support along the way, if you need a chance to not do it alone. So if you ever felt like no one sees you, this is for you. Let's showtime. Let's bring Renee Jackson on and talk a little bit about OfferLab, the collaborative marketplace. Hello, what up, though? That means hello from Detroit, Michigan. How are you?
Hey, right here from Phoenix, Arizona.
Let's go. So hey, all over the world. And I'm so excited to talk to you, Renee. So, we connected during a training a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
And you raised your hand and you were so amazing in regards to how you're helping entrepreneurs and business owners. So I want to kind of take a step back and kind of share a little bit. Give me a little backstory. Who is Renee Jackson now, the powerhouse of OfferLab?
Well, 5 years ago, I was homeless in the backseat of my car. That's where all of this started, out of desperation. Obviously, in the backseat, I didn't have anything to do, just trying to figure out, how did I get here? How did I let that happen? And all the things. While I was one of the nights, and I was about a week and a half, I was in the backseat of my car. One of the nights I was in the backseat of my car, I was scrolling through my cell phone because that's all I had with me. Laying in the back seat, and I came across the One Funnel Away Challenge webinar back in 2019. Now, I owned a 32-seat call center, and it was telemarketing, so I have marketing business experience, but where I had 32 employees get on the phone, hey, do you have CenturyLink? If not, great, we're going to set you up, that kind of thing. And it was just a call center, a sweatshop kind of. And I made a lot of money with that. That was back when Obama had changed everything over to the cable. You couldn't have the antenna. It didn't work no more.
Right.
So, I had got a contract with CenturyLink right at that time, and all they wanted, and it was an easy pitch because I had to do is, hey, if you don't have something on your TV in a week or two, you won't have none. You won't be able to turn it on. So it was an easy pitch. And in that first year, I made over $1 million on a fluke because I had never started a business before, but just on the timing and how everything fell, that's how it fell. So after being in that situation for about 18 years, it ended. I was in the backseat of the car, scrolling through, And in my mind, I can't think about all the stuff that just happened and how did I really I didn't even have time to cry or like I was in a mode of this is not an option. I'm not staying here. And
Right.
I'm not gonna let that be my story. They'll never talk about me like that, you
Oh
know?
no. Right. Right.
Like that is really, I didn't think of pain or being hurt. How could he do that? I didn't think of none of that. All I thought about is there's got to be a way that I can make some money. And I just happen to be scrolling through, and I'm not looking for get rich quick. I
Right.
had call center contracts, so all I need, I couldn't COVID hit,
Mm,
so we couldn't gather at the call center and make calls.
right.
So I lost all of my ability to generate the revenue, and I'm on in the back seat. That's crashing down on me, and then the immediate having to leave that situation was, and how I ended up in the back seat of my car, and I was scrolling, and I watched this webinar, and if anybody's seen the webinar for the One Funnel Away Challenge, it answered all the things that I was going through at the time. First of all, I needed a way to figure out how I can get them $300, $400 orders every time I send one to CenturyLink. When I
Mm-hmm.
had the call center, I'd send 150 a week. So I'm making 40, 50 grand a week. So I don't have the call center though.
Right.
So how do I get leads? All I need, because all we were doing is calling people, hey, do you want it? Great. Let's get you set up. Take their contact information and put their billing information in for when they get billed in 30 days. That's
Mm-hmm.
all we had to do. And we got paid $300-$400 per order. And
Mm-hmm.
all I wanted to do was figure out a way to get those leads, those willing people to CenturyLink. And I didn't have the call center, and that challenge came up. And I said, oh, let me try this. But it cost $97 back then. And it cost 97. You didn't get it, buy it once and get it. You had
Mm-hmm.
to buy it and do it, repeat it, because you got to do this several times to get it. So every time back then when you did it, your funnel's not working, or you miss something when it doesn't work. So
Right. Right. Right.
everybody else, when your funnel didn't do what it was supposed to do, you're not even getting conversions. I must have missed a button or a connection or something.
Right.
So when you know that you missed something, so you got to go back through it again. And
Mm-hmm.
it's step by step. So, but back then you had to pay $97 every single time. It was okay because every single time that I took it and had to repay, I made so much money just from the little bit half done, not really right. Fun.
Right. Right. Right.
I'm dripping in money, but the process is solid. It's just my stuff is not solid. That
Right.
was in the beginning. You do the One Funnel Away Challenge over 5 years, over and over again. I started doing it. I started getting clients because I would base it. I could do the skill set off of I got this. So all I have to do is give me a client, tell me
Right.
what the end result is I'm going to do for you, and then follow this step by step and do it for them because I
Right.
had already done it for me.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, I was making money building other people's funnels before I ever really started building my own ecosystem.
Oh wow.
Really profitable. I mean, for me, it's a lot easier to make somebody else's funnel because, generally you get all the stats, you do all the research, do all
Mm-hmm.
the footprint check and all the digital, all the stuff to figure out who this person is, what they want, the messaging, blah, 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 blah. And then you just create the funnel. But for me, as personally, it's more than that. It's like I'm putting my story into that funnel. I,
Right.
I'm thinking about conversion messaging, whether
Mm-hmm.
they're hot, cold, or warm. I'm thinking all these things in more depth when it's mine. So it takes me forever to build my system out. In
Right.
2023, was the first time I went to Funnel Hacking Live. I wanted to go in 2022 was my goal. I didn't have enough money. I hadn't made enough money by then. 2023, have you been to Funnel Hacking Live?
No, I have not.
Do you know what Funnel Hacking Live is?
I do, yes.
Okay, great. Well, you see it every time they play the videos. That's
right.
Funnel Hacking Live. 2023 changed my whole perspective on life because I got in the game about 2020. So by 2023, I'm making a little bit of change. I'm feeling good about myself. You know, I got a nice car outside. I'm doing good, you know.
Right.
I don't have to go nowhere if I don't want to. I could just sit at home and get a few clients and build some funnels all day.
Right.
But
But tell people what Funnel Hacking Live is. So for those people that don't know.
So yeah. I went for the first time 2023. 5,000 people, all funnel hackers like us. They're just normal people, dude. Like just people that said, I'm tired of that job, or I'm not going to stay in the back seat of my car, or I'm through with this situation. I got to change and learn the skill set of building funnels, and it changes your life. You go to Funnel Hacking Live and you see 5,000 other people who got people got two combos. You see kids building funnels, and the atmosphere for 4 days, you're just immersed. It's mind-blowing. And when I came home from that, I've been like on overdrive trying to get the message out that there is so much a better way, because even if you have a job, this is not one of those things that you can just set up and everything work. This is a process, a journey, a travel. You're going to go through some things. You're going to feel like, oh, when is this going to click? I've been doing this for years now. And, you know, why are they doing bad? Why am I not, you know, and all of that to get to a point where you still persist through it and you see the other side. And the other side, I mean, the journey has been so transformed. It's made me confident in everything, because I know that when and if I need to make money, I have the skill set.
Right.
Build income. I just have to know what to do. And the fact that Russell never misses there's trainings for everything from free on up. So I've been in everything, coaching, all of that. So it's literally transformed my life. I feel, especially in underserved and underrepresented communities, that they are left behind.
Yes.
Because all they are groomed by the system is go to school, get good grades, get in debt when you go to university. Though I'm not knocking university. I just have a different perspective today about it.
Right.
You know, how it was a waste of, because they didn't teach you they taught you the skill of, let's say, accounting, but they don't teach you how to promote your business of accounting. They want you to work for somebody and go apply to people. And if you can, and it hit me a long time ago, long before all this went down, when I was younger, that the same thing I'm doing for them, I can make more money doing for myself. I just got to figure out how.
That's right.
And when you get let go too many times because you think you know everything.
Right.
So, yeah, I early on stopped working for people because I never bought a brand new car or a BMW or the 3 or 4 Mercedes I've had. I've never bought that at a job. Never. Ever.
Right.
I did not save up for a Mercedes at a job.
And you know what, the one thing, it's a couple of things that you mentioned. It's so crazy. I tried Funnel Hacking Live when I first started 3 years ago, but I wasn't the one that kept going and was right, because I didn't have that mentorship and leadership and even the coaching. Because, you know, one of my mentors, Daniel Chu, and his wife went this past February, and that's what got her started, Selena Chu, into digital marketing as well full time. So let's jump over in regards to OfferLab. Like,
Okay.
what made you incite you into OfferLab and right
This
into
is the best thing out there. Next
I
to
know, right?
ClickFunnels, and I have actually put down, like, I've totally pivoted my business. I have completely not stopped, because I do have clients I need to serve, but
Uh-huh.
I mainly stopped promoting the way I was and have gone
Mhm.
all in on OfferLab. OfferLab is Russell and ClickFunnels kind of spin-off to help people rise together versus I spent 3-4 years trying to figure this out by myself. And
Right.
I could have done it a lot quicker if I had an OfferLab where I could learn and earn at the same time. While I'm
Mhm.
learning to build my own funnels and ClickFunnels, I don't have to be broke. I can go into this marketplace, this beautiful marketplace that Russell and ClickFunnels has put together, that has any and everybody's offers, and they are screened, so it's not junk.
Right.
Products, services, experiences, masterminds, high end, low end, dollar stuff. It's a
Mhm.
it's a platform for us as creators and promoters to come together and make money together, because they can choose our offer, add it with somebody else's offer to make their offer more holistic.
Mhm.
Not
Mhm.
even have it. I spent 2 years with no product built. Call myself trying to make some money. So
Right.
whenever I got like a person in community that needed funnel services, I didn't have a funnel even for myself. I would just
Mhm.
invoice,
Right. Right. Right.
skill set. I just hadn't had time to do it for myself.
I love it. So that
So
was.
OfferLab
Mhm.
gives people two things. Number one, at this point, because we're in early adopter phase and it just launched, it is free to get on. I already know that at some point in time, and they say it in the coaching classes, at some
Mhm.
time there's going to be a price on this.
Yeah.
Early adopter phase, anytime you can get in on the early adopter phase on any tech company, you should.
You
I was
should.
in the Chat GPT beta group before it was even released.
Were you? What? So, oh my gosh, that's amazing.
2.5 years ago, I was using, I couldn't say nothing about it. I just had to do the test. I like that. Is that your offer page?
This is literally just a consult, letting people go right to OfferLab, and that link is on the screen too. It
Let
being
me
a
tell
free.
you, I've been working on a bunch of stuff for OfferLab, for my OfferLab setup
Uh
to
huh.
help people. First of all, OfferLab is a new spin on marketing, the old way where everybody's competing and, I want to be better than them, and or whatever they're going through. I be in
Mm-hmm.
my own little world, so I don't be going through it. But
Right.
I see it. And this
Mm-hmm.
platform is about us all collaborating and rising together. For instance,
Yep.
let's say I'm new to the game. All
Mm-hmm.
I have is a framework, 7 steps on how to do this thing that people want to know how to do, but nobody's teaching them, let's say. So I
Right.
got the
Mm-hmm.
7-step framework. I haven't even built a funnel for it yet. I don't even know how to build a funnel, but I
Mm-hmm.
want to make some money. I got the skill set to make these 7 steps happen for them, but
Right.
I don't have any digital version of it. What you
Mm-hmm.
can do is you could just make a quick Google Doc lead magnet of your tips, make that a lead magnet, fill it out, make it more broader, charge $2 for it
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just to get on the platform. Then,
Right.
whatever your thing is, find another product in
Mm-hmm.
OfferLab. If you pull up OfferLab, you can find another product that can be an upsell that can make you a little more money.
Yep.
So you could choose from everything. I
Yep.
stick with Russell, Dan Kennedy. I stick
Mm-hmm.
with the True Troopers, because those are the things, because I'm here to help empower entrepreneurs with the skill set that
Mm-hmm.
will change your life. Not for me to do it, but empower you with the skill set to be able to create income on demand. So
But do you have an offer on here yet? Do you have an offer on OfferLab?
Doodle Tunes and Funnel Profit. I have 3 on there.
Okay, look at you, Renee, with 3.
Yeah, I'm going to put another one on before this weekend's out. Dude, there's 2 Doodle Tunes. One's a monthly membership, and one's a one-time pay. What Doodle Tunes is when people get started on business and getting online, the hardest thing is to get that video. But you need video to get noticed.
Yes.
So it's faceless, because all you do is put in a script and it makes the doodle cartoons to speak your message. And you know how they draw, see how it draws the, you know those cartoons where they're drawing it out? So you just put a script in. So it's so it's a software program. There's 2 ways to do it. You can do a $7 trial and then $37 a month, or you could pay, I think it was $67 and get it for life.
Nice. Okay, let me bring up the other one. So these are the 2. So those are your
I have another one that's called Funnel Profits.
Okay, let's go to Funnel Profits. Go ahead, Funnel Profits. Oh, well, I see the other one too. Okay, Funnel Profits for beginners. This one here.
Yep, that's me.
Come on, I love it. Yes.
So, and I have one more that I'm almost ready to submit to. Funnel Profits is for beginners before they even want to get into all that. The depth of one funnel away. This is kind of like the bridge.
Okay.
And it gives also coaching, so you'll get free session with me to help you implement that before you try to get into the big game. Because all of these things that I make are because when I started 5 years ago, I didn't have that, and it would make it easier. OfferLab, a reason I'm all in on it is because OfferLab shortens the time that you get to money.
Right.
Back then, because I didn't know anything, and I thought that when you create a funnel and throw it out there, it's on, you're finna get paid.
Right.
Not right. Like that.
And that's why I was telling you, I put my consulting offer out here, but that was, just literally helping people doing the consulting, like I was telling you about in regards to like getting their funnels started.
Right.
But what I realized is now I'm actually building the school community and putting that offer on OfferLab, because that way AI tax and business marketing, helping people in regards to growth in community with taxes, because that's huge, right? So
right, and that's I haven't really checked in. I've been hearing a lot about getting a school community of your own. My only thing, and I know that's obviously Doug's the group. ClickFunnels OfferLab. I'm in the ClickFunnels Ambassador school group. So there's a bunch of, and the platform, I'm starting to see more value in it. The only thing about it is it's just me.
Right.
So, right now, I'm all in on OfferLab and helping anybody that wants the help to get their first offer up for free. I'm not asking anything. I'm not trying to sell anything. I want to be in accordance with Russell's mission, which is to get people to not only put their offers on there, but learn how to use it. So I'm with Doug on building the course, the training, the 7-module course. I got the framework already put together. I've already done Course Secrets once. I'm going through it again like I've never gone through it. Like it's new information with my new offer, which is now an OfferLab kind of training.
Well, let's talk about a little bit about the certification, because again,
let's talk about it.
The great thing is about the certification. I jumped in, like I told you, my coach actually related the whole OfferLab opportunity to Warren Buffett and American Express strategy. So when he broke it down like that, where it was like, okay, you're getting in something, and then I can make money for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
people
and residuals are going to add up.
That's when I was like, oh, dang, work hard for a little while and not forever, and still make money.
It's not even that. It's not even to me working hard. I've been doing this for 5 years. It's been the easiest 5 years of my life.
But this is what I really enjoy to do, right? I love helping people.
I'm a geek for it. I'd be like, I have Roberta. I'd be all on. I was like, girl, can we just like get on the phone and talk about funnels, please?
Right. Right. So with the
And you get so
certification
many
now,
insights.
yeah, with the certification, the great thing is we're able to get training, hands-on training, where these billionaires come in and tell us, in regards to different, like you said, course secrets. I went through that course as well on here. And then two, it gives you all of the layout. If you don't have an offer as of yet, then how to actually get that going. That's the great thing about certification, because you can work on your own time schedule. But also Russell has been training us, and we still have 3 more live trainings with him. He usually typically charges $100,000 per training session. So we're
Well, first of all, to get any of Russell's time whole soul,
right.
you are privileged.
Okay.
Now, after we do these last 3 sessions,
Mm-hmm.
he'll edit it up, and the replays will be for the new people. But here's the ticket. Here's why you're gonna win with the certification program. Doug has a bonus he's adding if you are in the certification program, that there will be a mastermind community that he let us in. Now, Doug, me and Doug were in the same One Funnel Away challenge. Same one in 2019. He just pushed out and made it a lot quicker than I did. I used to look at Doug and be like, I am in his dirt.
Right.
He was truth. He had his dream car award where they pay your car payment, let you pick any car. He had that like a little bit after One Phone, after he got out of One Phone. I was like, how did you do? I've been watching it ever since. And now I have the ability to partner with him.
Right.
To be in a mastermind with Doug is almost like being in a mastermind with Russell, though I can't really say that, but almost.
Yeah.
Doug is good people, and he knows his stuff, because he shot out of One Funnel Away, and I was looking at him like, how come I'm not? And you're not supposed to do that, but you can't help it when you're new.
You can't help it.
Yeah,
you can't help it.
Right. See all the glitter, and then don't go to Funnel Hacking Live.
Right.
World for you when you see kids making $1 million. I was like, I can do this.
Right. And that's, I think when I started, I remember like a 14-year-old kid made $1 million and got a part of the 2 Comma Award or what have you. So what has been maybe the one challenge that you've seen? I know that, it took you some time to actually get started and understand how all of the opt-ins and the funnels and the email strategies work. Because even seeing your offer, kind of talk a little bit about with your offer, how that would help people, in regards to just kind of getting started.
Well, the first thing, let's go over some of the things that I've had struggles with. And I want to focus on more recent, because this, as a journey, you're always encountering new stuff. It started out, my biggest obstacle that held me back was not that I wasn't determined enough, because it's a wrap. This is it. This is what I'm doing until I hit that too. Because if they can do it and they did it in a year, I can do it. And I'm missing something, and I know that. So today, it used to be that I didn't know what to do, when to do it, in what order, without messing with the stuff that doesn't get you forward. I didn't know how to distinguish. So if I saw somebody's social media campaign, I would go deep into creating this long social that took me totally away from getting my funnel launched. What changed the game is when I was offered to be a beta tester for the ChatGPT. Because ChatGPT, all it does is it searches the World Wide Web for the best information.
Yes.
It is my coach.
I call my ChatGPT
Hey Mogul. Mine is, and when I on my laptop, my phone, when I call Hey Mogul, my ChatGPT comes up, and I have him prompted to be another Russell.
I know that's smart.
I got almost everything of Russell's courses. I just dump all that stuff in there. In the GPTs, I use OfferLab, the one that Doug gave us. I use that, and I'm creating my own GPT because that's part of the process of the offer that I'm creating for the audience.
I did create one. I created a viral content creator because Jonathan Montoya, he has a
Yeah, I
training.
like him too. I like him too.
Yep. So he showed us how to create our own viral content creator. So I'm in the process of creating some
I
GPTs
took
too.
his course. I
Oh,
got
good.
his course from. I just did his somewhere. I be doing so much, I can't, I'm serious because I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it, and it means
Yeah.
everything. And it's not even about the money. Let me tell you, the money is good. It's. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wouldn't do it probably if there wasn't so much money involved. Because a lot of the time, the obstacle is it's hard.
Yeah. It's
It's
not easy.
a
It's
journey,
right.
and
Right.
you beat up on yourself when
Yep.
you don't feel like you should have performed better, or your funnel should
Mhm.
have put all this time. Maybe you've wasted too much time on something that was unworthy of your time, and
Yep.
all the it's a journey of growth.
Yep.
So you have to know that, and you have to embrace it like it's coming, because I'm
Mhm.
gonna tell you, even through the ups and downs, I'm not lying, this has been the best 5 years of my life.
Oh my God, that's amazing to hear. Because I mean, it's honestly been. I now know that this is what I want to do for my. This is day 499 of my billionaire journey. And so, when I say that, it's not about the money because it's about the
No,
mindset.
that right.
Like you said, that you can actually do anything you put your mind to. And now this is an opportunity to work with people that have gotten there. So, it just takes the actual, just wanting to do it and know that God has your plan already
Right.
laid out. You
Let
just
me
got to
tell
put it up.
you why OfferLab, especially for your audience and
Yes.
my audience too.
Mhm.
OfferLab, it's a pivot from ClickFunnels, because really, in order to be successful to those kind of levels, you do need ClickFunnels. But to
Mhm.
give something for Russell to be insightful enough to help people who are starting out and don't even know nothing about how to build a funnel, but
Right.
can get on there. And I help people in the group. They're on my calendar all this week and all next week for free to get their first offer up. And in less than 30 minutes, I'll have their first offer up.
And then how do they get in contact with you, Renee, if they wanted to
I
actually take
have
advantage
a appointment link.
your
Facebook
appointment link? So
funnel.
do they go to their Facebook page? Because I
Yeah,
was
actually, I will also send it to you.
okay.
Oh, I can
Okay.
put it right here, huh?
Yep. So, because you definitely want to make sure that people that love what you're saying and that maybe be affiliated with ClickFunnels or what have you, they can take advantage of your services. So, I'll make sure I drop in the link here, your Facebook page, where
Yeah.
people can actually.
So actually, what would be better than that is I'm going to give you this. I want to give them something free, but I'm just going to give them the appointment link, because
Okay.
really all I want people to use this for is only if they're interested in, whether they have an offer or not,
Mm-hmm.
getting their first offer up on OfferLab, so that you can join in on this collaborative effort for all of us to make money together. It doesn't
Right.
cost you anything. It is in that phase, early adopter phase, so
Mm-hmm.
he's not charging. You might get grandfathered in from being part of, because keep in mind, this is all, we are testers. And to be part of that, tech companies find that valuable. So you get a lot of
Yes.
perks for being a tester.
Right.
Come
Right.
join us, but you're not only testing. I got sales, dude. I wasn't even like really paying attention to it, but I put some, where are my sales at? I got 3 emails today of this little $37 monthly fee thing
That's
that,
amazing.
and
Congratulations.
all I did is just put the offer. I don't know where it went. Oh,
Right.
there. Yeah, all I did is put my offer up there. And
And
not only that, is I have over 78 people. See all these pending requests? I have over 78 people that are promoting it.
oh my goodness, that's some
So,
congratulations.
so
Yes.
the two for OfferLab, if you don't have an offer, you can come to the marketplace
Mm-hmm.
and you can think about whatever it is you have a passion behind. Let's say you have a passion behind podcasting, you grab that podcasting thing for, what is that, $7, and then
Yep.
you find an upsell, find something that matches it and goes in the same buying process, and find that, add it on, and you get a percentage, whether it's 50, 30, this says 70, you get a percentage of that offer. That's if you don't have anything to sell. And if you do have something to sell, you put your stuff on there, let
Right.
other people sell it, and you can also sell other people's stuff, mix it within your offers. It's an awesome platform for us all to rise together.
That's it. That's it. And the great thing is, like you said, if you actually don't have your own offer, if you want to do e-commerce, so it can be physical or digital goods. What's been some of the tips that you've had in regards to, making your bundles or making your super funnel? Have you had any?
Well, here's what I've been focusing on more, because we just launched September 3rd. So I don't even I was telling one person in the group, hey, actually I'm clearing my calendar for till the end of the month to kind of help Doug, because Doug, boy, he be putting in a lot of work.
Yeah,
and I was like,
right.
building all that stuff out. I be getting that
Yes.
information and taking it in. But anyway, I want to help them out because there's so many people. I'm going through the questions. I'm like, woo, these people need help.
Right.
So I cleared my calendar, so my calendar is filled with them. I'm building my training course in the background because those are the revenue generating activities. I want to help the OfferLab people who are just sitting there stuck and in the group saying they're stuck, and I can help them. Yes, I want to help them. And I don't need money, right? I'm not trying to get money, because in the end, what I want is for us to all succeed on this platform. If I help you succeed, the money's going to come one way. I'm not even worried. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But, I mean, money will come. That's if you don't focus on the money, you focus on the activity, it will come. And like you said,
and I learn, and I'm learning. So one of the strategies that I am actually, and I told you in the back room that I was going to do, is one of in Doug's first, and keep in mind when you join OfferLab, whether you get the certification or not, you get these live trainings. You get these for free, but you got to just move yourself. You got to communicate in the group to get up to level 3, and you get the trainings. His trainings will make you successful on here, even without certification. Those certifications just takes you to another level.
Right. And then the comfort of knowing, like you said, having all these different people sharing their wins in regards to success.
You can't lose doing this, because number one, if you want to get out of the rat race, whatever that may be for you, this right here is the most easiest way to get into a game that it took me 3 years of stumbling around in the internet world, trying to figure it out till I got to the real revenue. But the fact of the matter is, you don't have to do anything. Just have an idea of what you're passionate behind and listen to Doug's tips and courses. And one of the tips, he gave a checklist.
Yes.
Of everything you need to do.
Right.
So I got that checklist and I built it out. Now I have frameworks for each of those things on a checklist. So one of the things it says is to build a course, because in order for OfferLab to succeed, we need not only promoters and sellers, but we also need people who are familiar with the system to teach people how to be successful. Because on their own, most people will not go through Doug's content like I do.
Most people won't. Right. And the crazy thing is, it's right here at your fingertips, but
it's free.
And it's free, right? And so
I don't understand it. I literally had people tell me, okay, man, I don't even have time to try to make you want to do something for yourself. I'm going to tell you another strategy that worked for me right off the top. Every single city in this United States of America has an entrepreneurial support ecosystem. The Black Chamber of Commerce, the Small Business Administration, the United Negro College Fund, all these different organizations. They have all the universities have an outreach entrepreneur program to try to help the community. You don't have to be a university student. All of the universities got grant money for that, lots of it, because I'm on the inside of ASU over there. I know these things. So they got a bunch and they are required to use that money to stir up entrepreneurship in the community. Every city has at the universities, community college, a free, doesn't cost you anything, entrepreneur program. In that ecosystem, if you get in that ecosystem, everybody you talk to will get on OfferLab and your money is made. I've been on, I can't do it every day because I got real clients I got to deal with, but at least twice a week I go up to ASU and in their networking weekly coffee and donut group, I was like, man, you guys got to see this. You got something, what you selling? That's all I tell them, what you selling.
Right.
We help you get it on here and we'll talk about it later. That's really all I'm telling them. And then I put them through my workflow that I have in ClickFunnels.
Okay.
That nurtures them through the process and gives them ample opportunities to call, contact, and let me help them. If you want to be successful, I will help you.
Right. Well, that's amazing. And like you said, like changing your whole business model to help people. And that's
it's helping me too.
Oh, right. Exactly. At the same time,
I am learning so much from collaborative marketing.
Yes.
I like that model better. I don't like the competitive. Everybody, only one person is on top. And I like the collaborative. Let's all work together. I already got little alliances I'm putting together with my little funnel hacker friends that I met at Funnel Hacking Live, me and Mark and them. So we're putting little alliances together where we'll promote each other's content. It was kind of like a rotating thing. So we triple and quadruple our appearance on social media.
So, and it's so crazy because I go by the AI cash story captain. And one of the hardest things for me was when I was before even the OfferLab was, you know how they say promote one offer? But I was like, I've had so much training in every offer, in every situation.
You can just go crazy with this and you don't have to know how to build a funnel because a funnel is, you can put that on in OfferLab. It has a little a funnel builder. That all you got to do is tell it what it'll ask you what your offer is, and it'll make you a funnel, and you just fix the wording, tweak it out, and push publish.
I know. So tell me this: if somebody was actually kind of on the fence with getting started with OfferLab, what is some advice that you would actually provide for them to kind of get over their fears?
Why don't you like money? That's what Russell says. You must hate money.
Right.
You must hate money because where can you go that it doesn't cost you money? If nothing else, they want you on a trial.
Yep.
This is in startup phase.
Right.
So, it's past startup. We're an early adopter.
Early adopter phase, right.
Yes, they started a long time ago, obviously. But to get in, and I'm only talking about people who are interested in either jumping into entrepreneurship, may have a job or something like that. It don't take much to do this.
Right.
It gives you a foundation to start working yourself off of that. That's the first thing I would say. Join just because it's an outlet and a freedom that will change your life. Even if you do a piece at a time, let's say you only do one of those videos and you only get one of those steps done a week. It takes you a whole year to get it done. In a year, you could quit your job at least because you have built up a foundation. So I would say that first. And then second of all, you will not find an easier way to get in the game without paying any money. And the coaching and support that you get in that group from Doug, number one, and Russell, number two, how much does time cost per hour? If you don't know what to do, coming to this group and just doing an hour a day of work on your business will change your life in 3 months.
And that's it. But the consistency is something that,
people don't be consistent.
Oh, they don't.
I'm like, you didn't even try.
Right.
You didn't have no hardship. No, nothing came up. You don't have no stories to tell. You just gave up. Why? You don't have to. My husband even tells me, babe, you got to leave the house.
Right.
He literally comes home from work, like when he leaves at about 7, 8 in the morning when he leaves. I am still sitting on the couch or in the, I call it my funnel lab, still sitting in that same, he said, have you moved? Yeah, probably to get a popsicle or something.
Right. That's like
I am addicted and I'm totally in on OfferLab and I want to help anybody and anybody who thinks that it might be a problem trying to figure out how to do it. I will help you.
I love it, Renee. And in your mindset too, you started with us sharing that you were actually homeless first and then kept pushing through. What what mindset shifts did you have to keep going, even in the state that, typically people actually give up?
Yeah. Like my dad says, anybody else would have just like, because it
Yeah,
was pretty traumatic.
exactly.
It was really bad. But and sudden. So
But your mindset, you had to be a
yeah, sitting
warrior.
in the well, like I said, there was no, I didn't have an opportunity. I was desperate. I didn't have an opportunity to be sad or anything. It was all about what am I going to do next? But here's the biggest thing that stood out to me:
Mhm.
being in the backseat of your car after living the life that I was accustomed to
Right.
is sobering. You can't do nothing but
Yeah.
think about all those times that you let him do this, or and that you can't blame. It makes you really analyze and look at yourself, because when you're in the backseat of your car by yourself, you don't even want to tell your kids that you're homeless, because
Right.
you don't want them to know that you went from Paradise Valley to the backseat of your car. When you're hiding that and you're like going to tough it out, all you can do is take responsibility. I think that was the mindset, because as much as it wasn't my fault, the choices that I made, even in the man I married, when he wasn't what he should have been when I married him, and I knew that,
Right.
you know, going
Yeah,
back
it's
15 years.
crazy. I understand too because I lost everything as well about 3 years ago. Lost my loft, lost my car, got a third DUI, just and
Right.
had nothing. I was in my office, and my business partner is my angel that's helped me. You had that support system, so that's the mindset that people aren't. Everybody doesn't have the mindset that we have. It's not like,
Yeah.
and that's why I wanted to ask and bring that up to because again,
I'm
learning
gonna
being authentic and
tell you
honest.
guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell the world. I don't really tell a lot of people this, but I've learned in this journey with this funnels that my story matters
Yeah.
enough to motivate other people. I was raised in foster care,
Mhm.
so in answer to your question, I was in foster care from 12 to 18, and at 12 years old, I knew that anything that was going to happen for me in life, it was on me to do.
Hmm.
And that kind of grit and having to go through the foster care system
Yeah.
and what you have to endure through it
Right.
has turned me into something that is actually really strong. And though that back seat of the car was the worst, I think, because what happened when I was a kid was I was a kid, I didn't have no control. But I think that was the worst experience I've ever had in my life.
Right.
But it was the most empowering. Today I am here because that
Yep.
happened.
Yep. That's what I say too. Like everything that's happened to me, I said that earlier today. I wouldn't change anything because I wouldn't be where I am exactly in this moment, even though it wasn't
I am
always
happy.
fresh.
I
I
got
am
a good
very
husband today. Got a good husband. I didn't even know men could like be like good to you. Like that's the kind of relationships I was in.
right.
And and to the times when I felt like giving up
Hmm.
and was almost at the brink of like I didn't even want my kids to know, and considered some other options. In the end, the desperation was like, I'm not going out like this.
Right.
No way in the world he's gonna break me. I'm not that one.
Good for
And
you.
I couldn't let it happen. And the power that I see, and I I I value myself today.
Yes.
Journey of entrepreneurship has forced me from being this introvert that wanted to just stay at home and make money behind a computer to standing on stages and hosting. I hosted the ClickFunnels Connect event August 25th. First time I ever hosted an event
That's
for people.
amazing. Congratulations.
I've done all of this. It's a transformation. Entrepreneurship has
Right.
been transformational. So it's not just
Mhm.
about the money. It's
Right.
transformational. This summer, I created a summer program for kids to learn how to build funnels because I wanted to spend time with my grandkids this week. I mean,
Oh,
during the summer. So
Yes.
every week for 6 weeks, I would spend an hour with them. I teach them how to build a product in Canva. We named the product. I created workbooks and videos of what we were doing as a course, and they did their Canva product. Then I showed them how to create a funnel so that they could sell their little $7 basketball card kit. That's what my granddaughter did. But I wanted to do something with them for the summer, but because I wanted to be valuable.
Right.
And
So are you going to have your grandkids put their offer on OfferLab, like in regards to that little
I
small?
call it the Tween Millionaire Program.
Come on, that's amazing.
These are things that I've, just because of the freedom that mastering the skill set has given me.
Renee, you got to build a school community, because again, you could take all of that and put that in there, and then have these little small courses and mini courses, and just have access to those. That's what I'm working on. Like I was telling you earlier about the tax brand.
I'd like to help you with that. I'm not ready. I got way too much on my plate, but I have Roberta. I'm going to help her in her community in whatever capacity I can serve there. And I think I'm only going to do 2. So if you have a community that needs somebody to serve in it with a live or whatever,
Renee, you're doing it all.
For ways my comfort zone.
Yes, you're literally going to be in it, because I'm going to put these live virtual conversations OfferLab edition in there, and you're launching the actual whole idea, because again, I started doing these in May, and just talking to entrepreneurs and letting their story actually lead in webinars or what have you. So this opportunity was amazing, and I do want to respect your time. It's been such a.
I listened to a few of those episodes. Good stuff, girl. You're doing a good thing here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And it's not just me, though. It's people saying yes, like yourself, being able to, just even have these opportunities.
Join OfferLab. She's got the link right there.
Yes, I do. So let's do something fun so I can get you back to your Saturday, because I do appreciate your time. So real quick, this is called the top 8. So just the fun part of it. So in regards to any superhero, I'm Flash, because I'm a Delta from Delta Sigma Theta Sorority.
My husband is Flash too. Okay, but any superhero.
Any superhero, what superhero would you be and why? I know that's a good one, right?
I like that crazy girl. She's not a superhero though. Okay, I would go with Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman? Okay, why Wonder Woman? I'm bringing up the live information.
Because when I was a little girl, I remember watching that show. And I'm not a superhero kind of person, but I liked that she was a superhero with, like, she was compassionate and sexy and all those things in one, but she was a superhero. Right. So she like fixed people and fixed situations. And I just remember as a little girl, that
I used to dress up as Wonder Woman.
I liked it, Wonder Woman.
Okay, I'm definitely with you on the Wonder Woman. That's hilarious. Did you have the whole outfits as well, and like just do it, or that was just?
Yeah, girl, go ahead. I might even, just because of this, make me some AI versions of me as Wonder Woman.
Right. That's
some content and work this up in a little bit of tension.
But you know what? It's so funny. That's what I learned actually in Jonathan Montoya's training, and that's why I asked this question.
I learned a lot from him too.
The superhero, when you ask about that, it's actually a way that you can work that into your content, because that's one of the main things that people search for are superheroes. So that started. So it's some strategy behind it. So
what's so cool is this journey is that when you're in the ecosystem, you get all these tips.
Yeah.
Man, I got game for days.
Right. And Jonathan, he's having that training next week. I asked him if I could do it. He's doing the YouTube training. So if
yeah, I'm already on. He's already on my calendar. I got my whole calendar. This right here is priority for me right now.
I know that's it. So
I'm trying to get through it.
If you had any food that you can eat, any food, doesn't matter about weight, what food would that be and why?
I really like tropical fruits, mangoes and kiwis and stuff like that. But my favorite food entree is Mexican food.
Ooh,
tacos. But I like the authentic, not that stuff on the street. I like the authentic little cozy restaurants like my mom and dad used to take me to when we lived with the candles and the mariachi moons. Their food be, and especially in Arizona, that we got a lot of those, their food be off the chain.
Okay, I like it. Shoot, Mexican food. Mine is actually what's watermelon and sushi. That's my other one because
sushi. My daughters eat sushi. I can't.
Okay, so my next question for you is now where are you originally from? I'm from Detroit, Michigan. What up though?
What up though? Chi-Town.
Oh, you're from Chicago, Chi-Town.
Yeah, but I left we left when I was 5. And I went back when I was 16 and it was too cold. And then I went back another time and it was too hot in the summer. And I never went back.
And you're in Arizona now. It's where you go.
Yes. But see, this heat here is dry heat. It's not humid. So like you'll get this wave of heat, but you're not sweating.
Okay. You're in Phoenix, though. Phoenix, Arizona?
Yeah, Phoenix. Yes. Oh God, this is the first time it's rained in a while. So we're like, yes.
Oh wow, that's crazy. But anyway, so where's your favorite place you travel to? And I've actually used to live in Toronto. My cousin used to play professionally for the Toronto Raptors. So Toronto is my favorite place to travel still. I've been to 48 out of 50 states, been international, but see, that still has my heart. So, but what's your favorite place to travel for yourself?
I haven't been anywhere outside of the country. My brother has, but I haven't. So, but if I back when that was a goal for me, I wanted to go to Sandals or the Bahamas.
Okay.
The Bahamas at Ocho Rio.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I had looked at all 3 of. I did like there was another one. But Ocho Rio was the one I wanted to go to, but he didn't act right, so
I got you. That's funny. I've been to Ocho Rios. I went when I was working in insurance. That was one of the trips. That's the only reason I did some of these jobs. You know how they had the trips. So I did Ocho Rios in Jamaica, and I actually was able to travel. I love traveling. So okay, no worries. Like I said, Toronto was mine. What day or holiday or season is like your favorite date, holiday, or season? Mine is actually my sobriety date, which is November 20th, 2023. So it's like I got rid of all that other Adriane, and I'm just 22 months sober. So I'm loving it.
That's good stuff. I would say season. I don't really celebrate holidays.
Okay.
For religious beliefs, but I would say my favorite season, because I'm in Arizona, is either when the winter time is gone away, about February to right before April, and it gets really hot, and right now, because right now is the only other time of year we only get like 2 or 3 months of halfway decent where we could like be outside and be like, oh, it's nice out here, because it's just entirely too hot to be out there. But this time of year, these next 3 months,
I love it. Okay. Also, so September, October, November is like those months. Okay.
Yeah. Or right after winter when it starts before it gets hot quick.
Okay. We got to get you traveling soon. So
go ahead.
If you have one book or movie that you would recommend, actually, you know how Russell Brunson keeps bringing up Robert Kiyosaki? That was mine, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's my favorite book.
I got a story about Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I first read that when I was 15 in foster care.
Oh, really?
I in one of the foster homes I was in, they had a Goodwill down the street, and I went and it was $1. I used Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and for whatever reason, even though I was raised in foster care and had nobody like grooming me like that, I always had this thing inside of me that was going to be better than the average. Right. And I came across this book in the Goodwill and read it and beat some girl up in the foster care system because she stole my book.
Oh my God, that's funny.
That book, I think that book changed the way I even look, because it doesn't teach you go get a job, and it teaches you about how the rich people think versus the average.
And that's literally the reason, because they didn't teach, from being from Detroit, they didn't teach how money works in the schools, even though, having the engineering and going these directions, they taught us
They don't
Ford, GM, and Chrysler.
They don't teach you the usable skills.
Yeah, exactly.
They teach you how to work for people.
And education is your one weapon that nobody can take from you. And that's the one thing they don't teach you unless you take advantage of it. So do you have a book or a movie that stands out for you that, just kind of,
I'm just going to go with the whole .com secrets, Russell's, until I ran into that and it gave me the path. I mean, something that changes your life the way that the funnels have changed mine. That books, the .com secrets, expert secrets, and traffic secrets, that trilogy changed my life. But before that, I would say because
he did do the trilogy. You're right. He did like all three, right? Because that's the .com secrets.
So you'll get that and it's free, but then the upsell is you can get the trilogy for $100 or something like that.
Okay.
Plus you get an extra workbook.
Okay. So is that's you want to go with that one?
Yeah.
Okay. No worries there. Okay. Now, if you could describe your brand or your business in one word, my word is actually resilient, because again, there's nothing I can't do. The God has put that on my heart and I know that. So do you have one word that stands for Renee and in regards to just your journey and everything you've been through? I know, right? That's one word. What was it?
Worthy.
Worthy. Come on, worthy. Why worthy? I love it. Why worthy?
Because I didn't think I was for a long time.
That's all right. That's all right. That's why we're here, so we can actually have these moments and that we can actually cheer each other on, because you are worthy and you are loved, right?
Yeah.
So my last question for you is, if you could tap younger Renee on your shoulder and actually give some advice where you actually listen to the advice, because us as kids, we listen to advice, right? Because they told us all this. So if there was one, whatever, a piece of information that you would give younger Renee, what would that information be? Or advice, excuse me.
I would say make you the priority and everybody else second. That's not selfish, that's necessary.
I love it. I love it. And that's the part that we don't realize is, if anybody tells you working on yourself is a problem, then you need to actually get some more friends or family or what have you, because if you being the best version of yourself is the goal. It should be the goal. Right. I just figured that out within the last couple of years, and it's been amazing letting God lead and me stop taking control over something I can't. So, Renee, I do thank you so much for your time here this evening, and definitely just so inspired by your story as well as just your growth and you saying yes to this virtual conversation. I truly appreciate you. Is there anything you want to say before we actually disconnect here? And I am going to ask for that testimonial.
Tell anybody out there who's struggling through life.
Oh no, Renee, did I lose you? Oh, I must have lost her. Oh, that stinks. That's at the end of the actual interview. See how technology works. So thankful that Renee was able to join us, and I hopefully will be able to connect with her and get her, I'll get her information. So Renee Jackson was amazing. OfferLab edition, live virtual conversation, being able to actually did all the way through, and then technology wants to end it right at the end of the actual collaboration. But talked a little bit about funnels. We talked about AI. We talked about collaboration. We talked about mindset. We talked about building your billionaire brand with something called OfferLabs and giving yourself an opportunity to actually be the best version of yourself and not having to do it alone. So the crazy thing is that, loving yourself, that's literally how, everything happens in divine order and by his design. And that was the last thing that Renee actually shared with me before she was disconnected. Loving yourself. And this opportunity, and been working on building this super funnel with OfferLab Marketplace, where you have a whole collaboration of entrepreneurs that you can actually connect with and build your brand. It's a blessing. And so having all this today, September 27th, day 499 in the billionaire journey, working on the school community for brand of the Tax Extraordinaire, taking it to the next level with AI, tax strategy, and business marketing growth, and then resource community. So I look at a Jonathan Montoya that is going to actually help us in regards to how to use AI to blow up on your YouTube, and in regards to a training next week. And I look at the different opportunities you have. This millionaire, 10-figure earner, giving all of his different tools and tips to help you grow, help you build. And that's the same strategy, like I was sharing with Renee. If you're not on a school community, just working and building your actual brand, because just launching this opportunity, helping just the growth in entrepreneurs and with the wealth building and mindset, and being able to take all of this knowledge base and putting it into courses and community. That's what it's all about, my friends. And it's such a blessing. The last few days have been like a whirlwind, being able to have my dream come a little bit closer to the dream, building this AI community with Unica Gaines, my business partner, is leveraging the brand of the Tax Extraordinaire, helping people know that they're not alone, and stop leaving money on the table with things that you don't know. So the things that you don't know just about learning and AI and taxes and strategy, leveraging school in regards to doing this. So thankful for, Alice Hermosi and the individuals that are taking chances with growing the school platform, because it gives a place for entrepreneurs like me and you to build our billionaire brands. And I'm just honestly, when I started this first, the OfferLab edition of the live virtual conversations, as you know, on Tuesdays, I'm still going to do those live virtual conversations as well. But starting these conversations, helping people build their billionaire brands. And I honestly know that you can't do it alone. And I call my dream team the AI Cash Story Dream Team, because it's an all-in-one system in your route to becoming a billionaire, having a playbook, having funnels, having coaching, having certification, having community. And so people don't have to know that their message is by themselves. And you can have an all-in-one opportunity when you invest in yourself to build that billionaire brand. And me, as your AI Cash Story captain, I'm here to help you in regards to doing that. So showing people how to automate these funnels, showing people how to turn their content into cash, helping people leverage platforms to be able to build their billionaire brand, and coaching and community to help do that as well as leveraging AI. All of this encompasses the digital marketing journey and the growth of the billionaire brands of Unica Gaines and Adriane Mays. We're scaling with systems and automation to help other people. And OfferLab is like a godsend. And that right now, being able to show people that you don't have to figure it out all alone. And that's why these live virtual conversations mean so much to me, because, like I said, with Renee coming on here today, and on Tuesday having Nathan Bokers, which is the co-founder of Wealth Warriors and Passion Over Profit, and them being a part of the actual opportunity as well. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to do things and just kind of hope it works, hopes it sticks. So now you're able to take advantage of these opportunities, and just listen to testimonials and look at some of the actual previous conversations, because again, we're booked all the way through October with the Tuesday live virtual conversations, and we're going to be doing these OfferLab conversations as well. Just consistently when people say yes, because these real stories, these real strategies, these real opportunities are going to help people see how you can change your life with digital marketing, with digital journey. So if Nathan Bokers, who had an addiction and had no teeth on Facebook, and got himself together, and he's now one of the ambassadors of OfferLab as well. This is an opportunity for you to kind of check out some of the replays, kind of check out some of the people that are these millionaires that have built from nothing, and being able to listen to their story, getting inspired, and growing your own brand. That's what it's all about. And that's what Adriane Mays is here for. Now I'll close with this. I thank God for the past couple of days. It's been a dream. As again, I remember December 25th, 2022, when I was in my loft before, everything happened. Like Renee actually sparked. I remember looking at Funnel Hacker Live, trying to figure it out. I remember getting kicked out of Google ads. I remember getting kicked out of Facebook ads. I remember going to my business partner, Unica, and was like, this is what we're going to do. And, I remember family and friends and the naysayers. And today, September 27, 2025, being the Change LLC, now building billionaire brands with the tax extraordinaire, helping people hopefully not have that same story of trying to figure it out. We're building this resource community, not just to actually, like Renee was saying, make money. The key and the growth and the opportunity with this whole resource community is to let people know and see the vulnerability, the openness of what God can do when you put your head down, and transformation, and things happen. Getting that third DUI September 30th, 2023, and just a few days ago going to court and they telling me that, I might be done sooner than December 21st, 2025. I still was just thankful, and I just put my hands and looked up at God and told him, thank you for choosing me for this plan. Because if there's anyone out there that is struggling and not knowing if they're going to be successful, if they're going to be able to get to the next level of their brand, if they're able to keep going, hopefully this video will inspire you. Hopefully all of the content that I provide from here on out for expanding my brand of Adriane Mays, Unica Gaines' brand, the Tax Extraordinaire's brand, being the Change brand, elevate you, being extraordinary. And it's been such a blessing of learning about, taxes and learning how money works and helping people through financial education. These stories and things that can happen to you is a reality. I just really want people to realize that nothing happens in God's world by mistake. You're exactly where you're supposed to be today. And you're perfectly imperfect in where you are here right now. But if you take advantage of OfferLab, if you take advantage of listening to conversations like these, take advantage of these communities, these resource communities, and invest in yourself. I spent thousands of dollars in investing in the knowledge and the education for the things that they don't teach you in school. So re-engineering the education, employment, and retirement system, and realizing I have a passion that God has given me to be the best version of Adriane without any type of substances, to be sober, to show people that sobriety is kind of fun. It's kind of cool being sober, because that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And knowing that I have angels that looking down on me just to cheer me on along the way. Get you a YouTube account, get you a Facebook, get your social media engaged towards building your brand, because you and your story is what matters. And that's how you actually, selling is, I've never believed in sales. And I'm gonna get off my soapbox because I said I was gonna end, but I never believed in sales. Even when I was doing mortgages and when I was doing insurance, when I was working with my cousin, Chris Bosch, with the Chris Bosch Foundation, when I was even in my engineering background at Murray State University, and even getting my master's in marketing, or even in all of the things that I've done in this life, I just look back and smile, because God, it was God's design. And I just love that I've had all of the experiences. But guess what? Guess what, guys? I'm just getting started. And there's so much more for me to explore and things to actually get through. And I just got to continue to put my head down, trust God's process, and know that he's got the design at the end of the day. So hopefully in this actual videos, it inspires someone. It actually helps someone realize that there's opportunities out here. There's things that you can do. And time is your most valuable asset that you have. And valuing that, there's nothing out here for free. So Renee's time today, Renee, I truly appreciate your time and taking the opportunity and you sharing your open and honest story and authentic raw story with us, because if someone was in that same situation, hopefully it will inspire them to keep going. So thank you guys for allowing me to bring this actual live virtual conversation, the launch of the OfferLab edition, and being able to utilize, and the whole key is going to have, we have over 8,500 entrepreneurs that are in the actual community. I was going to show you before actually heading out here. So no worries. I think that means it's time. So how we end every live? I can, I will, I shall be victorious. What up though? Detroit, Michigan, Unica Gaines, the Tax Extraordinaire, the brand, the billionaire brand on day 499 of the billionaire journey of Adriane Mays. We're just getting started. Let's go. Deuces.